Hey, how's it going? Um, so today's a day. That is typically how days work. No, but today we unfortunately lost the queen. Um, the ever living immortal herself. And yeah, I kind of wanted to just, I guess make a comment on that. Uh, she will be missed. She was an interesting, fun loving monarch, but yeah, I feel like she'll live on in people's hearts. Um, that being said, I don't know much about uh, the succession, so I have no opinion on that. Um, I did want to talk about like the little things here and there that I knew about her. Um, as most people would know, I mean, she was very old. Uh, to a point where most people growing up, you know, would have like known her as the Queen of England. Uh, for a good 70 years, um, and I've never known it any differently. It does beg the question: does the what is it? The national anthem of uh, does their national anthem change? God Save the Queen. Since there's now a king, or is that something that stays the same? I'm not 100% on that. It's not me making fun, I swear. I'm just asking a question, as an ignorant American. Um, but, you know, uh, I was honestly kind of shocked because for some reason you know, was on my phone last night rather late. And at a certain time, I had gotten a notification about her going into like intensive care or whatever, and just being monitored to make sure she wasn't in critical condition. And sometime between 8 a.m. to 1 something today, my time at least, is about when she passed, I guess. Unless it was before then and news just travels slow, but you know. Regardless, it sucks, you know? Um, I don't know why, but for some reason, like, my brain just couldn't really picture a world without her. Uh, like, you grow up with something as a constant so long, it just doesn't really seem like it'll ever change. And then the day it does, it's sort of like a culture shock. So, yeah, it's weird, you know? I remember seeing her, like baseball games and whatnot, like on TV, and just having a laugh, just being the queen, having a decent time. She seemed like she goofed around a lot, and more or less, while still holding herself with an extremely high energy, I guess. That very royal energy. But yeah, she seemed like she was a very fun-loving person. Like all that power and money, I can only imagine that you know it would give you a whole lot of time to just be a fun goof. You know, um, and yeah, it sucks that she's gone. Um, these things happen though. I was gonna say, a quick little like fun fact that I have known for a little bit, but it always like interests me to learn a little more about it. Um, I believe I again I could be getting my facts a little bit wrong because my brain is pudding. But the fact that she served in World War II, I think, as a nurse, like a combat nurse, and I find that interesting just because it's not necessarily something that you would really picture her doing. I guess like you see this ancient woman who honestly looked pretty decent for being as old as she was. Um, I guess that's where all that money goes. Um, but the thought that you know, this woman used to be like a combat nurse during one of the hardest times in world's history, and she survived and eventually became, the queen. So it's just an interesting thought, like where some people come from and where they end up. But yeah, honestly, uh, I was not disappointed, that she was like I don't know, like I have an opinion of monarchs, but she was all right. She was damn good if I'd say so. Though that being said, most monarchs of history that we're taught about are a lot more douchey and have a lot more power to throw around. Sorry, my cat's vomiting. Gross. Um, but yeah, I was gonna say, in other news, I essentially only have a little bit left time, I guess, with Lily for today, and that's when I go to pick her up after my meeting, because she's going to a wedding for a couple of days, and I'm gonna be here by myself, alone with my thoughts. Yippee! Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna do what I can and see if I can't, schedule some interviews for tomorrow. Um, Most people wouldn't do interviews on Saturdays or Sundays, especially Sundays. But I can see if somebody would be willing to at least sit down with me and try and see if we can organize something. But regardless, I'm gonna try and see what I can do to not be stuck in the house, despite the fact that it's been hot as shit. So, you know, um, but yeah, I feel like I'm kind of finally coming out of my fucking depressive funk that I've been in for the past couple of days. Um, I feel like getting some of the medical news that we got from Lily, uh, kind of threw me for a little bit. Um, I don't really know how to, you know, deal with the situation a little bit. Like, it's not really like a huge change. It's nothing that I really have to worry about. I'm not gonna, go and disclose the whole situation. But for those that know, um, it's really new to me. I've never had to deal with, you know, trying to help somebody with such issues. So Um, sorry. I'm not gonna go any further into that. Um, but yeah, I just want her to be okay. Um, but yeah, I've got a long couple of days in front of me. You know, without her around the house, so I'm just gonna miss her. I I can moan and bellyache about it all I want, but I know she's going out to support a friend, so I'm not gonna stop her. um, yeah, honestly, I would have wanted her to go anyway, because I don't want her to miss a situation like a wedding of her friend. I mean, let's say that it's gonna last forever. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity you don't want to miss. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of weddings. I'm really not. But one of these days I'm gonna likely have one. uh, if I keep talking like that, probably not. um, but no, like I've already given Lily a promise ring that I worked decently hard to make, and I've given her nothing but love and support for the entire time that we've been together. And things have been rough here and there, but we still treat each other with love and compassion because like we know at the end of the day, like we've got each other's back, and that's really all that's important. You know, for the time being, I hold down the fort here while she goes and makes the bread, which I'm not I'm not upset about it all. I just wish that I was doing more in terms of making bread myself. Why are you licking the couch? She just threw up and now she's just licking the couch. She's old. um, but yeah, I not looking forward to these next couple of days. Maybe I do need a couple of days of solitude to kind of maybe clear my head a little bit, or maybe not. I don't know. I do know that in that time I'm gonna watch a few more. No, 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 no. I know, I know, I know. She's wanting to say hi. Look at her. Come on, man. Want to say hi to camera? Want to say hi to camera? No? She doesn't recognize technology as easily as baby does. Love you, girl. Love you. Um, but yeah, she's just old. I forget where I was. I forget what I was talking about. Um, yeah, no, yeah, no. What I was saying is, I know that over these couple of days, I'm gonna watch a couple more episodes of one of my uh, new most liked TV show, Agents of Shield. I've been really enjoying that. Um, I'm like at the end of season 2, and it's really enjoyable. I'd say the only one complaint that I have is that it doesn't really seem to like resolutions don't really seem to happen too frequently, and when they do, they're almost immediately followed by like some other new crisis, which I guess is Avengers level kind of thing. The world is basically in constant chaos, and the Avengers aren't always there, so you're dealing with Shield picking up the pieces here and there. Um, but yeah, I'm just I'm enjoying it. It's a good show, and I'm excited to see how this season's going to end. Because boy, if I got opinions about certain characters. Um, if you've seen it, you know. Maybe. Probably not exactly what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. Um, Regardless, it's a damn good show, and it's a good piece of cinematography. Um, but yeah, enough about, me talking about a TV show. Um, I was gonna say, if you like whatever it is that I do, uh, you know, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. um, and I'll see you next time. Peace.